Protest numbers are growing every week at home and around the world. And Western support is dwindling fast due to what many now call a genocide in Gaza.
Election now to change the Prime Minister and the whole ministers. We don't believe them. We think they're not right. We think they don't do enough for the hostage. They don't do enough for the war, and we want to change them.
U.S. intelligence reports suggest Netanyahu's far-right government may be in jeopardy, and in Gaza, Israel is struggling on the ground against Hamas. In the U.S., the Jewish state's closest allies in the Congress and in Senate also say the Prime Minister is part of the problem.
Senator Schumer contacted my staff, my senior staff. He's going to make that speech, and I'm not going to elaborate on the speech. He made a good speech, and I think he expressed a serious concern, shared not only by him but by many Americans.
Biden was referring to Senator Chuck Schumer, the Senate Majority Leader and the highest-ranking public official of Jewish origin in the United States. Schumer, traditionally a strong supporter of Israel and Netanyahu, blasted the Prime Minister in a recent speech.
The fourth major obstacle to peace is Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who has all too frequently bowed to the demands of extremists like Ministers Smotrich and Ben-Gvir and the settlers in the West Bank.
Criticism from the U.S. adds to the support from other Western leaders pushing for a ceasefire and demanding that Netanyahu stop the carnage in Gaza. But Netanyahu refuses to listen.
There are international pressures to prevent us from entering Rafah and completing the work. As Prime Minister of Israel, I push away these pressures. We have been doing this successfully for 5 months already. This is record time in the history of Israel's wars. I will continue to push away the pressures. We will enter Rafah. We will complete the elimination of the rest of Hamas's battalions.
Despite his bravado, Netanyahu's position at home is increasingly precarious. Benny Gantz, his closest rival, is leading in popularity polls and was recently feted in a visit to Washington, D.C. The number of anti-government protesters are increasing by the week, all critical of Netanyahu. Their message is clear: stop the war, recover the hostages, and then resign. Shoaib Hasan, TRT World.